Aw yeah, 500 tasks done. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Cryostasis, and today I am going to be bringing you a brand new series that I'm going to be trying out for my channel, and it's going to be a RuneScape series, of course, as you can see, and it's going to be all about Slayer. I want to go for 200 million Slayer XP. I just hit 500 tasks done, and so I don't know how many more tasks it's going to be before I hit, obviously 200 mil, but I am imagining a lot. So I figured this would be a pretty good time to start a series. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cleaning out my bank tabs, all of them, and that way I can start a Slayer tab. I'm not going to sell any of my Slayer drops until I hit 200 million Slayer XP. I do have a Slayer counter up at the top right, but I'm going to be resetting that back to 0. And at the moment, I have just over 14.5 million uh, Slayer XP at the moment. And we are going to be passing right over the 120 mark at some point. I'm not going to stop and, you know, stall too long for that, although I'm really excited about getting that cape. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. So, without further ado, let's get going. All right, Morvren, what is our first task? We need ice strike worms. Okay, cool. Well, that will work, and let's get going. All right, so I've decided that since I had four clue scrolls, I was going to go ahead and just finish those off. And in my bank, as you can see, I've got a tab already set up for clue scrolls. This is my clue scroll tab, and this will be my Slayer tab. I had 3 shards of Armadil. I went through my bank and just demolished it basically and sold a whole bunch of stuff so that I could have these two tabs. And I figured I might as well do all the clue scrolls that I get through the 200 mil Slayer, because who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and get a third age die and make a bill. So yeah, I accidentally opened the medium one, and that's what I got. It's nothing too special, but yeah, let's see what we get from the easy one. 2.6k. Oh man, we are rich, aren't we? All right, so that's something, I guess. One easy treasure trail. I think I only had one medium as well. Let's go ahead and open the hard. 242.6k. That's my sixth one. Not skipping ticket, mahogany planks, some junk basically. And then we've got the elite left, and let's go ahead and open that and find out what we get. Ah, hang on just 1 second. There we go. 7 of them done, and we made 100k on that one. Nothing too special there. And yeah, we're going to be doing that, and we're just going to put all of this stuff into this tab here, and that's basically where it's going to stay until we are ready to sell once we hit 200 million Slayer XP. Alrighty, well, we finished a death task, and I want to do another one. I'm going to be doing these because the Hydrix is just way too much money to pass up. And Dag Kings. Sure, we can do that. Awesome. Alright, we'll get to that and the Slayer task of 169 Ice Strike Worms. Alrighty, we went ahead and finished that Reaper task. I'm going to go ahead and get another one, and then we're going to move on to the Ice Strike Worms. I would price check what the loot was, but they didn't drop much of anything, so it's not really even worth price checking, but it will be in the loot tab at the end, so it'll add up a little bit, I guess. But let's go ahead and see what we get as our next death task. 2 souls from Hurricane. Hell yeah. Easy money. Okay, let's move on to Ice Strike Worms. I did forget to mention that we did get a hard clue scroll on with the Dag Kings, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. And that clue is done. We've got 104.6k. We're going to go ahead and re-roll. And 103.4k. Hey, that works. And now we are on to our Slayer task. And that is that task done. Let's go get another one. Alright, Morvern, what do you got for us now? Greater Demons, perfect. God Wars Dungeon, we will go as soon as we're done with Harkin. Alright, so the last task, I got a pair of Brawling Gloves and approximately 1.2 mil plus the 53k cash, so about 1.35 mil or so. Not too shabby for just a really simple, kind of almost AFK task. So, on to Harkin. And there we go, I finished the death task. Grab our last Onyx, yes, and get out of here. And that should be it. I believe I needed to kill 2 of them, correct? Yeah! Alright, so let's go ahead and grab another death task real quick. I guess we can price check this real quick. It's just 2 onyxes though, so it's nothing too terribly special. Yeah, 2.2 mil. No biggie. But let's go ahead, grab another death task real quick if I can find the drainer. There we go. And see what we get. It's about 2 hours before reset, and so I should be able to get one more, and then do that one and do another one here in about 2 hours. So that's good. And we still, of course, have a bunch of greater demons to go kill, which we're going to do Krill for that. I have gotten a couple kills from doing dungeoneering. I'm trying really, really hard to get 115 as quickly as possible so I can unlock Edamuse. Alright. Yeah, no, I'd like a different assignment because I don't know how to do Araxi yet. Yes. Court Beast. Oh, hell yes, I love Court Beast. Okay, so on we go. And down he goes. That's the 10th one, and what do we get? A regen brace. Okay, well, it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and get back to Prif, and, or I guess we need to go to Draenor to get the next Death Reaper task thingamajigger. But let's quickly price check what we've got. It's not that good, unfortunately, this time. We just got this stuff. A couple good drops, a couple bad ones. Definitely nothing to write home about. And we've got 688k, and the main thing is the charms. Got some good charms. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bank, and we'll go get our next Reaper task. And here we are at Death's office, and I went ahead and grabbed a Slayer VIP ticket. I don't know if it's going to work on the, Death, and I'm really curious to find out if it does. So go ahead and grab a task, and apparently it is not, but we got Chaos Ellie, and that's a really easy task, and I want the pet from it, so we're going to go ahead and do it. So, yeah, onwards. And down it goes. Sorry about the last couple of clips. I did not realize that my heater was on, and that's what you can hear in the background. It sounds terrible. So yeah, really, really sorry about that. And yeah, anyway, we are done with that one. And I'm going to go see if we have another one for today. I don't think we do, but we may. And the reason that I'm having so many Reaper tasks instead of doing Slayer tasks is once again because I do want 115 dunge before I do too many of the Slayer tasks because I really want Edamuse. But yeah, let's go see if we have another Reaper task coming up, and yeah, we'll be right back. I just checked. I do not have any more Slayer or Reaper tasks for today, and the total loot from the Chaos Elemental was just shy of 100k, really not very much. And those runes are going to stack with the rest of my runes because I'm not putting those in a separate Slayer tab since I've got so many runes already. But yeah, it's not good for drops, but I do want the pet eventually, so I'm going to kill it every time. Alrighty, before I move on to the Slayer task of Krill, I had 2 clue scrolls in my bank, a hard and an elite, so I went ahead and did those. The hard is going to give us 134.1k, not great, but better than I usually get. And 132.1k, anything there that's super fantastic? No, let's re-roll. Yes. 545k, wow. I'm actually kind of impressed. That's the highest I've ever gotten, I think, off of an elite. That's terrible. But alright, now we can move on to the task. Okie dokie, it is a brand new day. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago, and let's see. 12 souls from the KBD is our new Reaper task. We can definitely do that. That's a really easy one, and yeah, let's get her done. Nice and easy, that task is done. And let's go ahead and pick up the last of our loot here and get out of here, and we will move on to something else now. Alrighty, and there is the total loot from the 12 KBD kills, 218.2k. Not too shabby, but not all that great either. I really want a pet. Alright guys, was just doing a little bit of div, and now I'm going to go grab a death task. It's about 5:30 in the morning here, so I want to grab it before the reset hits, because I do have to work tomorrow, so I'm not sure I'll be on before I have to work, and the reset occurs while I'm at work. So figure I'll go ahead and at least get the death task. We might even do it. I think I finished my last one, I think. We'll see. Um, oh boy. 8 Araxes. I don't know how to do that fight yet. I'll tell you what. I'm going to skip it for now, but I think next time I get it, I will force myself to learn. So we'll go ahead and skip it for today and get 2 Hurricanes. Hell yeah. You certainly can. Thank you very much. And actually, let's go ahead and look at our rewards. I'm kind of curious. I've got 180 points. Need 300 for the incomplete Hydrix, but more than just the incomplete Hydrix, I also want the Rainbow Loot Beam. I want all of this, basically. The instance cost is going to be a big one, and the Bonfire Booster is also going to be fairly huge. I don't have a whole lot of Slayer points at the moment because I am adding things to my tool belt, so I just spent pretty much all of my Slayer points doing that, but I will eventually get the additional tasks as well. Um, yeah, those are just titles, options. Yeah, I actually should probably boost this, but I don't know. Oh, one little trick, by the way, is if you boost this to 50,001, it will show you. Well, it won't show you the. Hang on. Let's see if I can grab one real quick, because I cannot remember the name. It won't show you these spirits things right here. It will not show any of those to you if you have it at 50,001. I want those because I am hoping to one day go for 200 mil in everything, so I keep it at 50k flat, but that's just a little trick for you. So let's move on. And down he goes for the second time this task. That is 2, and that's all we needed, I believe. So that is one of those done. Grab our other uncut onyx. It's going to be about a 2.2 mil profit for this task because it's always going to be 2 mil profit for this task. It's just the uncut onyxes. It's yeah, 1 mil, basically 1.1 multiplied by 2. We got 18 Reaper points and 15k Slayer XP, so that is pretty nice. And I kind of screwed up on this task. It took me forever because my Mage Helm broke, so I had to use Superior Singer Hood, and my Tokal Zo is out of charges, so I've got to get that recharged as well. And I also grabbed a Pack Yak pouch instead of a Steel Titan pouch, so whoops. But anyway, let's go ahead and get our next death task. And our task is the Dag Kings. That is a pretty easy one. Let's go ahead and take that and move on. Alright, so this is the Slayer tab. I figured I'd show you guys this real quick, mainly because I have all of the masks in here. Recently, Jagex on the Squeal of Fortune thing, the Treasure Hunter, that thing, they just added 7 new masks, including the, well, I think it's 7 or 8 masks. We got the Mask of Troll. Everybody gets this as soon as they open the Treasure Hunter thing, I believe. Aerith Mask was introduced. Automatons. The Dag Mask. And I can't remember the rest of them. Black Demon was also introduced. The was it Mask of Mourning? Aqua Knights was. Geno was. That must be it. I did get all of the masks. It took me about 255 keys to get. I've seen somebody get them within like 120 though. But we will be using some of these masks. As you can see, I've got a pretty good collection of them. I'm not going to be using all of them, of course, because I really don't want, to use this or Dust Devils or Crawling Hands or anything like that. But definitely the Arits and the Automatons are going to be used quite a bit. I've got the Mask of Granite, so that's going to be used fairly often. And whenever I just kind of want a relaxed task, I'll either use the Granite or the White Worm. Dag Mask, I might end up using that one fairly often. And I've also got Mask of Gloom for Dark Beasts and the Abyss for the Abyssal Demons. So I've got a fairly good chunk of Slayer masks there, and we'll definitely be using some of those. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And yeah, this is the Slayer tab as of right now. It's not very organized yet because we don't have enough to really organize it. Let's change that. Alright, I did have 2 more clue scrolls in my bank. I think I got them from thieving, but I'm going to go ahead and do them anyway. This is the hard one, 462.1k. Can't re-roll it, so we've just got to roll with it. That's not too bad. We got the Z plate body, so that's kind of cool. And all my stuff just dropped on the ground. Crap. And here we go, guys. I did the elites, did the puzzle. All I have to do is click unlock. Let's see what we get. And 119k. That's not all that good. We got the wolf staff, and that's really all. That is terrible. Anyway, let's move on. Alright, before we go to the Greater Demons task, I am going to go ahead and extend it. This means that I cannot, no matter what, well, no, I'll get some points. I was going to say I can't skip the next task, but we will be able to. So yeah, we just extended that to 282, and now, let's go to Zami. And there we are. We have finished our Slayer task. 502 are finished, and I just kind of finished it up here at the Greater Demons and Cardell's Cave because I had like 11 to do whenever I got finished at Zamorak. So this is some of the loot, not all of it. I had to go in between or during the task, so obviously I had to bank. And we'll just price check what we've got here. I did destroy my gold accumulator that I had, so there's another million coins in there somewhere, the vast majority of which came from Zami, but I did get a God Sword 3 shard. Man, I cannot talk today. And then just some miscellaneous stuff. Nothing too exciting except for the gown and hood of subjugation. And then, of course, you know, the regular loot, wines, and some rare drop table. 3.8 mil, not too terrible. I don't think I got any subjugation or anything too exciting before I had to bank, so this should be about it. But let's go ahead and get our next task. Alrighty, so here we are. Let's go ahead and grab our next task, and then we'll do the 2 clue scrolls that I did get at Zami. I ended up throwing those in my bank because I got them pretty early on in the task, but let's go ahead and grab another task. And we've got Greater Demons. Sure, I'll do that, happily. Let's get on with it. Alright, there we go. The clue scrolls are done. I accidentally opened the elite, but we'll price check that in just a minute. I'm not sure if I could have re-rolled that because I opened it and then started running toward this place so that I could finish the hard one. So, whoops. We got 136.7k on this one, and I think we're going to go ahead and re-roll it. Just because we can. See if we can get anything better. 78.9k, not a whole lot better. But let's go ahead and check the price on this one. We got 4 items, 258.5k. That's actually a lot higher than I expected. And most of that is, of course, the palm tree seed. But that's not too bad. How much did we get total? 337.4k off of the 2, and I didn't even have to use any of my costume skipping tickets, so that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get on to Zami. Alrighty, so I got done with the first arena. It ended just like 30 seconds ago or so. I got 257 on the kill count. And let's go ahead and price check what we've got. I got 574k, all that in cash, and then a couple rare items from the rare drop table. Then I got the Z Spear. That's the only item that I really got that's Zami specific, and then just a bunch of regular drops. Nothing too exciting. I also got an effigy, so that's kind of cool. But it comes out to 2 mil for this first trip, so let's go ahead, grab some more money, wait for the update, and go back. Alrighty, so while I wait for the system update, I figured I'd go ahead and do that hard clue scroll that I got, and here's the reward, a whopping 84.8k. Alright, now we've just got to wait for the system update and we can go back to Zami. Alrighty, and that is the end of the second arena that I had here. And we'll go ahead and price check this, and I've only got 8 more to do, so I'm just going to go to Caradel's dungeon and do those. So let's go ahead and price check what we got. We got a Hood of Subjugation. That was the only Zambi-specific drop we got, and it's really not worth a whole lot. But we got a little bit extra, and there we go. We got about 1.2 mil. I don't remember what we had last time. I guess it's 1.4 mil. I don't remember what we had last time. It was like 2.5 or something. So little, right around 4 mil. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm going to go ahead, finish up this task at Caradel's dungeon, and we will go grab another task. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get our next task from Morvran, and I do have some of these Slayer VIP tickets, so I figured I'd go ahead and use one since I remember. Shadow creatures or dark beasts? I'm gonna have to go with dark beasts, because let's face it, shadow creatures are terrible. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. And there's another task done, so we've got that one knocked out. And the reason I come to Curdles instead of going to the morning tunnels is specifically for Pharaoh rings. I'm running really low on them. So yeah, let's go ahead and get our next task. And our next task is automatons. I like it. Thank you very much. So before I forget, let's go ahead and price check. We got almost 500k cash, and then just a couple odds and ends. We did get a Cyrenic scale, so that'll be a nice little addition to the bank. And actually, the bank tab is starting to look fairly nice. It's actually gotten big enough to where I can organize it a bit, which is pretty nice, I think. And we got 1.4 mil worth of drops plus another 500k in cash, so about a 2 mil uh, task there. So that's not too bad. But let's get on to automatons. All right, task 505 is done, and I think that's probably going to be the last task for this episode. We'll go get another task and price check this real quick though, and I think I've also got a clue scroll that I've forgotten about in my bank, so we'll do that next episode as well. And yeah, sorry that I didn't get too many tasks done. I think I started at 500 and I'm only at 505, but I did a lot of death tasks this episode, and I think I might cut those out from now on because they don't really give a whole lot of Slayer XP, and so I don't really see the point. But let me know if you guys really want them to stay in. If you don't, then I'm just going to go ahead and cut them out. But we got about 543k worth of stuff here. I don't have a Cresbot yet, and I really, really want one. I do have the Automaton Mask, but oh well. I guess we'll get the Cresbot eventually. I've got friends that have like 6 or 7 of them, so I guess we'll get it eventually, but here we go. Let's go ahead, grab our next task, and that'll be the end of this first episode. Another assignment, and we got Black Demons. I don't know that I want to do Black Demons. I might skip it, but we'll find out next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.